Super Bowl, the cheat code. Game time. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. What I want for Christmas too. Does the same time with me, it's game time, but with you, yeah, it's same time. Hey, keep playing around, get your head. Don't wanna live right, well, alright, leave you dead wrong. Hey, well, okay. I catch the dog, he getting the beat like it's Dre, like the money in the bank. You better play where it's safe. Told him Bella fill his tank, run up to the next state. I get down, I get dirty, catch him on the public. Thinking he gon' get a pass from the slimy stomach. Hungry for it, see an issue and I rub my stomach. Enough paper to make a buck, I could get it published. What? You don't believe me? Think for brown skin, real can see them. Got good go retrieve it, short, small. When that's from Cali, with the cheetah, pin out white curve. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time.
I see you from across the room. I thought I wouldn't feel a thing. I think it's getting colder now. I wanna get close to you. I swear that we've been here before. I guess you didn't notice me, but you do now. Oh, you do now. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? 'Cause I've been standing here.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. His short throw caught by Goddard. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
One incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
I seen a bunch of mean guys in the band and a tie. Going on the west side, giving side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize. Ain't surprised to ride the killer vibe. Probably the reason you die trying to feel alive.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
63. 63.
Back to throw here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. Oh, it's a wobbler here. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
38-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 38.
You change it. Hands up. Hands up.
On play action, they'll throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Here's Jackson to throw. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second down at the Eagles' 43-yard line.
Yo. Hey. Hey, Ozzy. Shut up.
Jackson now. Throw caught by Flowers. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Jackson going to change things up a bit. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
To throw is Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely from 21 yards away. And the Ravens put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. The touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. Finding room at midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. It's a gain of 35.
Well, not many teams use the fullback in the passing game. Heck, not many teams use a fullback anymore in the NFL. And even with those that do, you don't typically see a lot of big plays when the ball's thrown to him. In this case, it exceeded expectations.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And now a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Kyle Van Noy on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's second down at 7. Play action. Here's Hurts. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Y'all can't talk about basic.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Don't touch that.
Here's Hurts to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketing the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going to look to throw. And he is caught. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got Smith here. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Great. 73. Let's go. Crowd left Yeti.
Up the middle with Barkley.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Hey, 73. 73. Hey.
They'll drop the throw. This pass hauled in by Dotson. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 10-yard line.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Barkley again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. They try to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on third and goal, there's a huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7. The 12-yard line.
Jackson. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Now Lamar changing the look. Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They go play action with Jackson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They go play action now. Jackson. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. Back deep, Avery Williams. Fielded at about the 28. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over
and that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it, as he gets wiped out on that one. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Hey, Silver.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now Lamar changing the play. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
field at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And he returns this to the 22. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. That's going deep for Bateman. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the 2nd half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 35 yards. And the Eagles take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Now Jackson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Zach Baun leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now Lamar changing the look. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Jackson now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Zay Flowers, 29 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
37-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
At the 48-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 11 yards there, just like last play. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fool them with the inside run.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And God's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Elliott good on the extra point. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
at their own 28-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
Now Jackson going to shift him around. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And he dropped it on the 10, but a little unlucky there. Into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Hey, 73.
A handoff to Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Hurts to throw. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
38-yard line.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Second and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. On the move to his left. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to have a third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on third down? This time Jackson will throw it. A short throw caught by Andrews. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
It looks like they'll move things around here. Now it's Jackson. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Jackson going to change things up a bit. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. To throw is Jackson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. At 5 yards on the play there, it's a drive will continue. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now a first carry for their fullback. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. This is 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Here comes 2nd down.
Hey, Silver.
He's back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a counter too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills.
At the 29-yard line.
Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
I love how they're tearing the pages out of the so-called book. I wish more teams would do this instead of laying back. Bring pressure in this situation. Go after them a little bit.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
Hey, let's go. 63.
Back to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a 1st. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. The Eagles going to take the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now Lamar changing the play.
You change it.
Henry up the middle. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Here's Jackson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now fourth down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming.
A 53-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And that will keep this a three-point game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong for a penny play.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. First and 10. Hurts. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. Second down, 8 yards to go.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
They've certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will tie things at 17 all.
Jake Elliott to kick off for
So it's the Ravens who won the toss. They'll get the football first here in overtime as the kick is away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They begin with Henry. And we'll get this up just shy of the 30. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
Well, certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And now they'll shift things around.
No, we changed it.
First throw in overtime now for Jackson. Steps away to his left. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts, maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Again to Henry. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Jackson. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. What a big-time interception that is here on the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, they're already knocking on the door with this short field. Remember, all they need is 3 points to win this game.
And that thinking just can't limit them on offense. The playbook should still be wide open. Get a first down, maybe 2. Do it safely. Nice throws that your quarterback can make. Nice runs that your running backs like. But make sure you get yourself in position and let your kicker have at it. That goal was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. Well, this one complete to Smith. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll look to throw again. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
6-yard line.
2 things to watch. First is strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Second and 16. Here's Hurts to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. Now swing pass for Dillon. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That's just what you call a chain mover right there. Nothing fancy. Get the ball out to the back, and you're asking him to make a little bit extra out of maybe what is nothing. And he does exactly that. Picks up the first down. I can't wait till we get to the point, partner, but we're not saying chain mover, but we're saying laser pointer picks it up for the first down.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. 2nd and 12. They run once more with Dillon.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Eagles are going to win the football game. But Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.